I'm probably averaging maybe 2 grand less than what y'all have on record. My daughter lives with her grandmother during the school days, and the mother is she's not there most of the time. So how am I supposed to give this girl more money when she's basically playing part-time?
What time frame did you use to determine your monthly gross income?
It was from January 2023 and ending the third quarter of September 3rd. Let me get the exact date. Sorry, I apologize. September 30th of 2023.
Okay, and is there some reason you didn't use a full year?
Yeah, it was the full year. I was
Isn't it just January to September?
Yes, but I went by the year to date from January 2023 to September 2023.
Okay. Okay. You may be excused, Ms. Gonzalez. Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You may proceed, Ms. Hernandez.
I'll call Ms. Williams. Ms. Williams, are you asking the court to order guideline support in the amount of $917 beginning December 1st of 2023?
Yes, sir.
I'm sorry, what date? I'm sorry.
December 1st of 2020.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you. And have you been provided the medical insurance and dental insurance for your daughter?
Yes, ma'am, I have.
All right. You pass this witness, Your Honor.
Okay, you may call your next witness.
Mr. Ochoa, are you in disagreement or agreement with the amount of child support going up to $917 a month beginning December 1st of 2023?
Disagreement. I feel like it's quite a bit more, especially from what I was paying before. I mean, I agreed on doing, knocking it down to 300 every paycheck. I mean, my job, it depends on how many days I work a week. I have a crazy schedule. Sometimes my paychecks, they're not even that high. I get paid probably after taxes and everything about 1,600. So if I'm getting what she's asking for, that's taking like 410 out every paycheck. I'm only having enough money to, barely not even cover on everything I need to pay. I mean, I still have other things. I still do other things on the side too for my daughter, whatever my daughter needs. I mean, I don't see why she just don't agree on the 300 and we leave it at that. If she wants to go for the maximum amount. I mean, it's not like I don't help my daughter. Anything she needs, I get for her. Even when her mother calls me or the grandmother, anybody, whoever it is.
Well, Mr. Ochoa, when you say you do things for your daughter, what's the value of that? Your daughter, this has never been increased. Let me rephrase the question. So the last 8 years, every month for the last 8 years, approximately how much do you give extra for your daughter?
No telling. I mean, I don't sit there, whatever my daughter needs. If we had to go back, I could go to my Apple Pay and my Cash App of sending her mother money, but that's more of like something like, in case of, anything like from shoes, socks to clothes to whatever she doesn't have at her mother's house, I send her whatever she needs.
Okay, so my question to you is, you're saying you don't have any money because
I
Can I ask a question?
Yes,
Before we
ma'am.
get too deep in this, you said your offer is 300 a paycheck. How often are you paid?
Every 2 weeks.
Okay, you may continue.
Thank you. And so what's the difference between paying extra for your daughter through a Cash App or just paying it per the guideline support?
Because how I know if she's gonna get this, how I know my daughter is gonna get what she needs. My daughter's
let me ask the question. What's the difference if you decide to go to Walmart and MoneyGram $1,000 to Miss Williams? You still don't know what she's doing with the money, correct?
I ask my daughter every time I pick her up if she gets the thing she needs. Most of the time it's yes. Most of the time it's usually
objection unresponsive. What's the difference if you pay the money through MoneyGram?
Sustained.
Thank you. Or you just follow the law and pay it through the Attorney General? What's the difference?
I have no answer for that question.
Okay. Do you have a medical condition or something that you have some sort of outstanding large expense you need to cover for yourselves? Anything like that?
No, ma'am.
All right. Pass the witness, Your Honor.
The state doesn't represent either of you. I'm going to give you both a chance to say anything else you think is relevant to this case. Just to be clear, we're setting child support. The family code does dictate guideline child support and how to calculate it. Ms. Williams, is there anything else you'd like to say?
Yes, Your Honor. I just want to thank you all for your time and for being in here. I did previously that I only want to do what's fair. I don't want to put a burden on Mr. Ochoa, but I do want to do what's fair and what's right. And I mean, yeah, there hasn't been a modification for years. And then what I get at the end of the month after all the reductions and everything like that, I mean, it doesn't do, pardon me to say this, but it doesn't do anything at all. I mean, I've done it by myself throughout, and Mr. Ochoa in the past wasn't there like I wanted him to be, especially financially. That's huge. I would like to say thank you because he has stepped up here in the last year and prior to that, but it still doesn't compare to the financials that I have to deal with being the full-time mom. I drive every day from Galveston. I've asked him to help me a few times and he's busy with work. I understand, but it's like at the end of the day, it's all on me. And that's just not easy. So I also have to additional expenses, long drive times, commute, care, like just everything.
Mr. Ochoa, is there anything else you'd like to say?
Yeah, about that, she says she drives every day. From my understanding, my daughter lives with her grandmother during the school days, and the mother she's not there most of the time. So how am I supposed to give this girl more money when she's basically playing part-time? If it comes down to that, I mean, hell, I could do full-time. I would like to know the age where I might decide on who she wants to live with.
Objection, Your Honor. There's no pleadings on file for change of custody or modification
Yes.
of possession and access.
I'm going to sustain that. And sir, we can't give, no one in this hearing can give you legal advice.
No, that's fine.
Seek legal advice yourself if you'd like no answers to legal questions.
Yes, ma'am. Sorry.
It's okay. So back to the issue of child support and how it's set. Do you have anything you'd like to say about your income?
I mean, most of the time here at my job, I work from 6 to 6. I have rotating schedules. I mean, my paycheck, it's never going to be the same. If the only way I can is, it's no telling how much it can be or what it is. I mean, you see on the things of what y'all submitted, y'all have this amount that it's the past, 4 months, it's different. I'm probably averaging maybe $2,000 less than what y'all have on record.
How long have you been working at this company, sir?
3 years. I'm about to make 3 years in December.
Okay. Do you know what your gross income was last year when you filed taxes?
I could pull it up real quick on the ADP app I have for my job. Last year, 2022 was 70,387.
And that was pre-tax. That's like what your W-2 shows?
Yes, ma'am. That's what my W-2 shows.
The 70387.
70387. Yes, ma'am.
That's an even higher number than what they got this year, sir. Anything else you'd like to say, Mr. Ochoa?
No, ma'am.
I'm going to find that it's been over 3 years since your prior order, and that the change in child support will be greater than $100 or 20%. And I'm going to set child support based on the state's request and set it at $917 per month. This is also being set based on last year's gross income as well, considering last year's gross income. So I am going to set the child support at $917 a month beginning December 1st of 2023 in order that you provide the child support and the health insurance and the dental insurance through your employment. And then if something changes in the future, just like this was a big change, if you have another big change in the future, you can always request the AG review it again. But based on multiple years income, I'm setting the child support. The Attorney General's office is going to draft an order based on my ruling. And they'll be sending it to you through DocuSign so you can review and sign off on it. So I'm going to stop the recording. If you click on your screens, you should see icons. Unless you had to come back into the Zoom meeting, you should see the icons, and there should be one that looks like a square with 4 squares, and it should say return to breakout room. So thank you both for coming in today, and good luck going forward.